I shivered in the pit, surrounded by mud and damp, staring up at the bright sky and listening to the collective laughter and cheers that boomed around the stadium. We tried to force our way out, throwing as much magic as we could at the force field the heirs had cast over the top of it, but it was no good.
Jackasses!
Why had I ever felt sorry for them? They didn't care how far they took things with us, so long as we remained at the bottom of the pecking order. I was so done taking their shit. When we got out of here, I was going to make it my personal mission to destroy their lives.
You know what? We should really take the throne.
Yeah, that would wipe the smirks off their faces once and for all.
Tori cast fire up at the force field. The heat emanated from it, and I shielded my eyes, lifting a hand to guide my own fire up to help her. The air became suffocating, and we soon had to extinguish the flames and think up another tactic.
I hate those guys! Fuck you, assholes!
Tori scowled up at the sky. There was no chance of anyone coming to help us. This was between Darius, Seth, and us. Faye against Faye. I scooped up a pit ball, throwing it at the force field with a blast of air so it slammed into the magical barrier. It ricocheted off of it and smacked back into the mud, sinking in an inch.
Sounds like everyone's leaving.
Oh, no! We're gonna be left down here like rats in a hole.
Dickwads!
Tori kicked a pit ball.
Ow!
It happened to be one of the heavy earth balls. She shook out her foot, calling the heirs every vicious name in her vocabulary. Which was a damn lot. A pitchy scream in the distance made my heart jolt, and I frowned, listening hard. But the crowd continued to chatter and the music played on. I blew out a breath, gathering a storm of air in my hands as I prepared to pummel the force field once more. Tori was building a fireball, and she nodded to signal she was ready to release it.
What the hell?
Back!
Is that Principal Nova?
Hello? Anyone? Hey, hello? What's going on out there?
I hurried to the curved edge of the pit, wondering if I could claw my way up and poke my head out. Tori joined me, but we both froze as chaos broke out above. The rush of footsteps, people shouting orders, hundreds of feet pounding across the pitch. More screams raked against my eardrums.
What's happening? Give me a boost.
She nodded quickly, bending down and cupping her hands together. I stepped into her palms, and she propelled me up to the top of the pit with a gust of air. I cast vines along the edge to catch myself, haphazardly grabbing onto them and trying to get a purchase. I lifted my head just enough to see out without getting too close to the dangerous energy of the air's magic. A swarm of feet raced past the pit, obscuring my vision.
Hey! In here!
Everyone seemed too frantic to look my way. People were changing into their order forms left, right, and center, and those with wings took off toward the sky, seeming desperate to escape. I couldn't hold on to the vines any longer, so I dropped to the ground. Washer's warnings flashed through my mind, and I drew magic to my fingertips as fear danced through my veins.
What's going on?
I don't know. Everyone's panicking.
We both flinched as a griffin leapt overhead, then took off toward the sky with several powerful beats of its wings.
Evacuate. Shift into your orders. Don't let them get close.
A fireball bloomed above us, and panic wrapped around my heart, making it hard to breathe.
We've got to get out of here.
Our magic was stronger together.
Tori snatched my hand, and the keen wave of her power swept into mine.
Ready?
I nodded, and we raised our free hands. I drew air into my fingertips, a powerful storm swirling around us and sending our hair flying out in tendrils. The fire in Tori's hand flared blue with the intensity of the heat, and as one, we released the blast at the shield. It slammed into the center, creating a ripple of color over it. But it didn't give.